Hey guys, today I am going to be comparing the Lug Aviator to the Lug Tempo. So I'm not going to be packing one and unpacking it into another one like I do usually with my comparison videos. So all I'm doing today is just basically comparing all of the compartments of the two, letting you see a side-by-side comparison, and then also showing you how these look on the body. And then at the end, I will give you my final thoughts about both of these bags. So let's go ahead and get started with the comparison between the Aviator and the Tempo. So first off, I can tell you a major difference in the Aviator to the Tempo is I'm having to hold the Tempo up. It doesn't have enough structure on it that it'll stand up on its own because these are both completely empty and the Aviator is standing up and the Tempo is not. The Aviator's in the heather gray and it also has the vegan leather. So part of this is your regular fabrication and then part is the vegan leather. So for the heather gray, the vegan leather part is black and it's also along on the bottom as well. For the Tempo, this is in the new Lux matte fabrication and it's in the slate color. So let's just go ahead and start off by comparing the straps on both of these and how you can carry them. So for the Tempo, you do have these drop straps. They have this rubberized grip on the top of them, so they're not going to slide off any of your clothes. Whether you have puffer jackets, something super silky and slinky, they're not going to come off. There is not an additional strap to be able to carry this as a crossbody. And for the Aviator, you have two ways that you can carry this. So you can carry it by these straps. These are like your canvas seatbelt style straps. And they are really nice to just grab this if you want to carry it in your hands instead of over the shoulder. So your grab handles were in the black, in that canvas like seatbelt style, the nylon kind of material. And then your drop straps are in the heathered gray. They also have the black rubberized area on the shoulders. And then I'll show you in the video later when I show it to you on the body, the differences in the height of the drop straps on these so you can see kind of where these land on the side when you're carrying these over the shoulder. So that's a really nice option for the Aviator over the Tempo, is that it has the option to carry it by the grab handles and also to carry it by the shoulder straps. Again, this does not have an additional strap that you couldn't do it crossbody or anything like that either. So I was kind of tired of this flopping around, so I just grabbed some of my kids' juices to kind of put in the bottom of this to kind of help stand this up, I hope. So the front of both of these have the Cursive Lug logo on the corner in a gunmetal hardware. They both have the charm bar that has the little rubberized material on here. And they both have the same kind of quilting, but the Aviator kind of has it as a vertical style and the Tempo has it as a horizontal style. So you can see that it's the same kind of quilting. They are just in a different direction on the front of these. So the front of the Aviator has the signature cell phone pocket that's felt lined in the front. Your phone does have to fit vertically in it. The front of the Tempo is just a clean area. There's no structure to it, so you just have the charm bar on the front of the Tempo. So there's a little bit of a difference in the front of both of these, as far as this one has the cell phone pocket in the back. This one has the cell phone pocket in the front. Also on the Aviator, you also have this additional pocket. It's kind of like a little grape pocket right here on the side that's felt lined as well. So you can put some sunglasses if you want to, or regular glasses in here. Anything that you want to be protected or anything that's easy to get to, you can put in this little pocket right here. So it actually goes down probably to past my wrist. So it's a good size in there and it is felt lined. So let's go ahead and go to the back of these and get all around it, and then we'll go to the inside of both of these bags for the functionality. So on the back of the Tempo, you have the signature cell phone pocket. This has a little bit of a different feel than the cell phone pocket in this one. So I don't know if they're doing a little bit of different material in your cell phone pocket for the Matte Lux fabrication. So your cell phone pocket's in the back of the Tempo, it's in the front of the Aviator. You do not have any kind of trolley sleeve or anything like this. So if you're traveling, you will have to slide these straps over your handlebars because you don't have a trolley sleeve. On the back of the Aviator, you do have that trolley sleeve. So this is lined in the love stripe, the black love stripe. And there's no organization in here. It's just a deep pocket, but then it also has this area up at the top. So if you do have something taller, it can go in there and still zip. So there's a little bit of room up here at the top of this pocket, and then it does go all the way down to the bottom. So you have a lot more organization on the outside of the Aviator versus the outside of the Tempo. Let's go ahead and go around to the side. So the Aviator has a magnetic close side pocket on both sides. You can put water bottles or whatever. The Tempo does not have anything on the side of that one. On the bottom, you do have your 4 metal feet, and then you can see, let me give you a comparison of the bottom. You can see there is much more room on the bottom of the Aviator as opposed to the Tempo. So it's a lot more room, and this is a little bit more structured. It can stand up on its own. The Tempo can definitely not. I'm actually having to put some weight in there to get it to stand up the amount that it's standing up. So there are your side-by-side comparisons of the bottom of both of these. They are very similar in size. I feel like the Tempo is a little bit wider, and then it kind of has almost like, not a triangle style. This is more squared off. This is more where it kind of comes out at the bottom a little bit more. So they do have a little bit of a different shape, but they are very similar in size when you're looking at the front of them. So when you get in, let's just go compartment by compartment. For the Tempo, it has a magnetic close front pocket area. You can see the lining here on that slate blue is that really pretty fern lining on the inside. So in the front of this bag, that magnetic close pocket area, you also have this zipper area, but it's not a privacy zipper area. It's actually insulated for you to be able to put anything that you want to in this insulated pocket. The Aviator has it as well, but is in the back pocket. So the organization that you have in the front of the Tempo with the magnetic close area is the zipper insulated pocket. Now in the Aviator, you do have a front zipper pocket. It is a single zip, and inside it, you can see that better, the pattern that's on the inside of this. You have this zipper area back here that is a privacy zipper area. And you can see you have a little bit of room to put some important things that you want keep hidden in there. You also have a slot for 2 pins, so I actually still have my 2 pins in there from my trip. Then you have a built-in wallet that's RFID protected. So you have a slot for 3 credit cards or driver's license or whatever you want to put in there, but it is RFID protected. So on the back wall of this, you have the 2 pin slots. You have a built-in wallet with 3 credit card slots, a privacy zipper area, and a key bungee in the back of this. In the front, you have your Clearview zipper pocket area. It goes about halfway down, so you could probably, well, it doesn't go my entire hand, so that's how far down it goes, and it's divided. So you have 2 little areas here divided down the middle, because underneath that you have 2 stretchy cargo pockets. So there's a lot of organization in this front pocket of the Aviator. So now we're going to move on to the middle part of the Tempo. So behind the magnetic close area, you do have a double zip area, and it zips down to almost the bottom, but not quite. And you have a big roomy area in here with a lot of organization. So you have this back privacy zipper area back here. And then on the front of this, you do have the Clearview pocket that is zipper closed, and it's also divided down the middle as well. Again, I can fit about the same amount of my hand on this as I could in the Aviator. And then below that, you do have those stretchy cargo pockets on the back wall of this one. And then you can see again on the top of the Aviator, you do have that vegan leather that's trimmed out in a different color. I love how that black contrasts with this heather gray. So then in here you have this zipper area. It's a little bit more of a shallow area, so it only goes from like right here to right here, so it doesn't zip from one side to the other, but it does have a good amount of area in here. There's no organization, but you can slide some things in here that you want to get to easily to zip in the top part of this. So that's the second part of the organization for the Aviator. So now let's go to the third compartment of the Tempo. So this does zip now, and it does zip from one side to the other. It doesn't have as big of an opening as the middle or the front one, but it does have a key bungee in here. And then it also has a built-in wallet that is RFID protected. So you also have 3 slots on here for any kind of credit cards that you want to put back here. So in the back compartment of your Aviator, which is a single zip, so none of these zippers on the Aviator are a double zip. I would have really liked for that front one to be is double zip, but it is just a single zip. And the back one is where you have the zipper pocket that is insulated in this one. So in the Tempo, it's in the front, in the Aviator is in the back, but both of them do have this insulated pocket. So it is great for traveling, or if you're using this as a work bag and you have to put a lot of stuff for work, then it's great to have that back there. But that's the only organization that you have in the back of this Aviator, is just that insulated pocket, and then just a really big area to throw a lot of your things that you need on a day-to-day basis or for traveling. So in summary, the Aviator has the grab handles in addition to the drop strap. They both have the drop strap that has the rubberized grip on it. They both have cell phone pockets that are lined with the soft lining. They both have a zipper insulated area. Also, they both have a built-in wallet with 3 credit card slots with a key bungee. They also both have an insulated pocket. They have a clear view pocket that is divided down the center with 2 cargo pockets. The Aviator has this additional soft line pocket that zips around in the front. They both also have 2 pin holders. I actually forgot to tell you that in this back pocket that has the key bungee and the built-in wallet, it also has a slot for 2 pins in the back of the Tempo. The Aviator does have that trolley sleeve that the Tempo does not. And it also has side pockets that are magnetic where you can put a water bottle or anything like that. And it also has the grab handles that the Tempo does not. So now that you've seen the side-by-side comparisons of 2, I'm also going to show you how they wear on the body. So the Aviator has these really great handles you can just grab if you want to carry it around like duffel style, but it also has these really nice tote straps that has that rubber grip on them. So here is how the Aviator looks if you are wearing the drop strap as a tote style bag. So it hits me right below the hip bone. And then here is a front view. Please never mind the sun coming in right here. I don't know how to stop that from doing that. I am 5'5" for reference, size medium, and this is how it looks on me. And then here is the Tempo for a side view. And then you can see the front view on the Tempo, but this is the Tempo and how it wears on the body. Now you've seen how they wear on the body, I want to give you my final thoughts of both of these. I really liked this. I liked the organization of this. I thought it was a really good bag to take on the plane. Fits really nicely under the seat, and it does stand up. You don't have to lay it down. So it was really nice to be able to get to this front pocket for anything that I wanted. I really like the organization of this. Now, I did pack this pretty full. If you carry it on your shoulders, it can get a little bit heavy. So luckily I did have a carry-on suitcase that I was taking, and I was able to put this over the handles of the suitcase. Otherwise, this got really heavy. Now, the Tempo. You may not know the story of this, but I have bought the Tempo 3 times. This is the 3rd time that I bought it. I bought it in the navy vegan leather, and I returned it because I didn't like the size of it. Then they came out with the pearl. I bought it in the pearl because I really like the lining of the pearl as well. Again, it didn't change. The size didn't change, so I don't know what I thought was changing. Maybe I thought I would like the color better, but I took it back as well. When they came out with the Lux Matte, I really had to try it, and I thought, you know, I've got to give it a try. If I really like this fabrication a lot, I may really like this bag. This fabrication I love. I want all of the bags to be in this Matte Lux. This is such a perfect fabrication. I love it so much. But I still don't like the shape of this Tempo. There's just something about this Tempo. When I put it on my body, I don't like how it looks. I don't know if it's the size or the shape. Maybe I like that this is a little bit more squared off. I don't know. But this is the 3rd time that I've picked up the Tempo, and the 3rd time that I've decided I don't like the Tempo. I think it would be great if they came out with a mini Tempo, because I like the organization. I like the 3 pockets and everything on this, but I would just like for it to be a little bit smaller. So I think it's just the size of this one I don't like. I love this Aviator, you guys. I just really love all of the features of this and the organization in this one. The front pocket was really good to put all 4 of our passports in to go through TSA and just zip them up really quickly in here. I usually put those on the front of one of the PJ duffel, one of the pockets of it, but I really like that this is here because I did utilize that for that same function. I just really love this Aviator. It may replace the PJ duffel as my favorite carry-on just because the size is a little bit bigger and it fits a little bit more, but this Tempo, I just cannot get it to work for me. I don't know what it is, but those are my final thoughts on both of these bags. This Aviator is so good. I love this Aviator so much, but it can get heavy if you do pack it pretty full. It's great that it has that trolley sleeve because you can put it on the handles of your rollerboard. But the Tempo, I just cannot get it to work for me. I think it's a great bag for a lot of people, but I'm gonna tell you something. This Matte Lux, I love this. I really do wanna see all the bags come out in this fabrication. It's that good, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and the comparison between the two. I thought they were pretty comparable, and you could use either of these bags for travel. Of course, that's how I'm going to use this one. I don't have a need for this for every day. This is going to be a great travel bag for me. I am super excited about this one. I love the shape of it and everything about it. But the Tempo is just one I've tried it 3 times. I just don't think it's the right bag for me. But if it ever came out in the mini version, I think it would be a perfect bag. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day.